I absolutely love my grandma. She's my favourite person in the whole world. She's got this like incredible light, like God's light through her. Like she just has these beautiful blue eyes like the ocean, and she has this beautiful smile, and people just are attracted to her like a magnet. Man, she fears the Lord, and I just think that's been a massive role model in my life. When I found out about Grandma's stroke, I was pretty shocked. I went into the hospital and it was really horrible seeing her in that state. Something happened with her tongue that restricted her from being able to eat and talk. Yeah, she had to start being tube fed through the nose. So that was really horrible. I just can't even imagine like what she was feeling or what she was going through. And she was diagnosed probably before that point a little bit with dementia and Alzheimer's. But yeah, she began to become a real priority in my life. I felt God putting me in the position to be that person that was going to care for her. So I've been caring for her now for about 4.5 months. That's a real honour. It's a real incredible experience. I never saw myself in this position to be helping my grandmother, but I'm learning a lot about who I am, about what she's going through, and how I can encourage and help her through everything day to day. My granddad cares for Grandma the rest of the time that I'm not there. So she needs hospital level care, so we feed her, we'll make her breakfast and just help her with showering. And yeah, it's really hard to see her in that position. You know, through this experience, I've cried so many tears for my grandma, and I've had to learn how to trust the Lord and put him first, and trust that he is working all things together for the good of those who love him. Grandma at times experiences a lot of fear, and she's just all of a sudden like really overcome by fear, and she's scared, and it's almost as if she doesn't know where she's at. It's horrible to see someone you love so lost and distraught and scared, and I just really feel deeply for her in that. So I feel a real responsibility to help her with reading the Bible or bringing worship into the house, or you know, helping her to connect with Jesus still. I just fed her lunch, and then I went and put some soup on for myself, and I came back to the lounge, and I was sitting there and I was eating my soup, and I looked over at her, and she was just so troubled. In my head, I was screaming, God help her, God help her, where are you? Like her whole face she was suffering. And like, I was just screaming in my head, like, God help her. I can't look at her like suffering like this. There's nothing that I can do. You have the power, help her. And then I put my soup down and I sat forward and I was like, hey, listen. And she looked over at me and I was like, listen to the lyrics on this song, because I had worship music on. And it just said, hold me close, let your arms surround me. The presence of God just fell on both of us, and we both were just like bursting into tears. And I put my soup down and I crawled over and was holding her. She was just so in need of him to show up. And I was just so in need of him to show up, and he showed up. And we just cried it out, and everything, after we'd cried, everything just lifted, and there was just complete peace in the house again. You know, moments like that just make you realise how far you've come, and you know, who you serve, and you know, how his heart is to see us truly transformed into Christ-likeness. And I just believe through this, that's sort of what he's causing to happen.